We want to know, what do you have to say? Oh, what do you have to say? Oh, there's no time to wait. What do you have to say? Together we lift our voices and let them ring. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Talking about life, we got stories to reveal.
Yes. What do you have to say?
Phil,
Hello.
how you doing, Phil?
I'm good. How are you doing, man?
I'm good. And
Yeah.
everybody, welcome to the
Welcome.
podcast. What do you have to say?
Yes, welcome. We glad you're here. Glad you clicked play. Stick with us for a minute. See what's up.
A minute or two?
A minute or two.
Okay. Well, here we are.
Yes.
Another, I don't know if it's another day, but it's another time,
It's another time. Another episode.
another episode.
Yes.
And we're going to get into some conversation. But before we get into some conversation,
Yes.
we were talking a little bit about, you know, in the last episode about uh, uh, screen time and
Screen time. That's in your
screen
smartphone.
time and
Yes.
how much do we need of electronics and blah 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 and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I sort of asked at the very end. I know we're not going to have this conversation right now, but I asked if you could live out in the wilderness, and you said yes. And then right before we came on, you were talking about, I just need a little house and 2 acres
2
and a
acres
pond.
and a
I said,
pond.
we are
Yes.
so different. Now, I don't need 50 acres and a mansion. But
Wow.
it's
Okay.
just interesting to see the difference. Uh, I've known you all my life,
All
and
my
it's just
life.
interesting how things shift and change. I'm not saying that you were someone who wanted to grab this, you needed that,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
it's just interesting. I think as we get older and as we just learn about life and what it's all
Mhm.
about, and really what we want or
Mhm.
desire or what we need, things look different.
They look different. They look different from 10 years ago. Um,
Yeah.
and in pursuit of some other things, career wise, and uh, just some other things pursued. But it's changed, and
It's
I've
changed.
changed. I've changed, and I will be content knowing what I know and just my experiences. Um, 2 acres, a tiny house, and a pond where I can go fishing, and
That sounds nice.
that's it. I mean, and enjoying and growing things, and just communing with nature, and
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I was
and
thinking about knowing that that's sort of a simpler way of life that you're thinking about now. In the past, like maybe if you're like maybe me and some other folks,
uh,
um, we wanted things. We wanted
oh,
positions. We wanted
oh, yes, sir.
it's a lot of stuff. And I wonder in
Yeah.
some occasions, I don't
Mhm.
maybe myself, maybe some other people,
Mhm.
maybe we weren't as honest, maybe
Mhm.
to try to get those things. We always hear about people lying or cheating, you know, and it's
Uh,
always to get something, right?
right.
So the topic of uh, today's conversation or
Okay.
investigation is what do you have to say about
Yep.
dishonesty, flat lying?
Oh man,
That
that,
that's
that's
that's the
heavy.
question.
That's heavy. That's
It's
heavy.
heavy.
Yeah, what do you have to say? Because, oh, dishonesty. But my parents used to say, "You can get by, but you can't get away." So that dishonesty and all that lies, it'll catch up with you. So, um,
It
I
will
or s
catch up
oh,
with you.
it'll catch up with you one way or another, and it'll
Yeah.
manifest it in a different way. But dishonesty, it's been around as since Adam and Eve ate of the apple. So, it's you think it's going somewhere? Nah.
S- s- So I want to talk a little bit about both of them, but before I want
Okay.
to do that, I just want to ask you because I have
Yeah.
a story to tell about. I'll say lying, but do you
Lying.
have
Okay.
do you have um, any kind of? Well, I'll share mine first, and maybe you'll have something
Okay.
to share.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
remember. I was, I don't know, maybe 13 or so, because I think I was driving. And yes, I grew up in Kansas and I was driving when I was 13 years old.
Woo.
So, and then I'm almost a year younger than most people in my age group. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was driving at 13. Anyhow,
Yes.
um, I had done something, and I'll never forget coming home, and my mom and her husband were there, and they called me into the room and they asked me a question.
Mm-hmm.
They already knew the answer.
They are.
They already knew the answer, and they said, "Listen," they posed like, "If you tell us," I forget what I had done, but they said, "If you tell us the truth, you may not get in trouble at all, or you may the punishment you'll get in might be lesser than if you lie."
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I thought about that for a second, and I told them the truth.
Uh-huh.
And they told us we already knew the answer. And I didn't get in trouble at
Wow.
all.
Wow.
And
Wow.
that thing taught me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that I've always been honest in every situation, but especially with my caregivers, it taught me not to lie. A, they probably already know the answer and they're trying to see what I'm going to do and see what my character's like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I
I
learned something about lying then.
I learned I oh goodness, how can I say this? Bertha Louise Perry was my mother. And she just knew kind of like everything, just anyway. And sometimes I would not be honest and I would get away with it, but
Okay.
then there were other times when I was being dishonest and she was like, "Oh, no." And lying, I guess just to try to get out of something, get out of punishment or not to disappoint them sometimes because I
Merge.
was not always doing the right thing.
Right thing.
Um right, stealing the car and drinking and all of that. Yeah,
All
that
that
was
stuff.
not
It's
right,
so
right.
interesting, you sort of listed some of the reasons that I found that they talk about why people lie. So,
Right.
before we get into to
Yes.
that a little bit more, I just want to understand if you had to define or give a definition,
Mhm.
and don't rack your brain over it. The
Okay.
difference between dishonesty and lying. Dishonesty and lying. How would you define the two?
I think I got it.
Okay.
Dishonesty is not telling the whole truth, maybe part of the truth.
Mm.
Lying is outright you're you're trying to deceive.
Mm.
Let's see, deceive, lie, or just. I thought of that. I had it, but I think that
No, I think you got it.
dishonesty is like you're not just telling the whole. You're not telling the whole story. You're dishonest about it. But lying, your intent is to deceive me with not telling the truth.
The line
Or
piece,
I
I think you
think.
got. I think you have it down.
Okay.
Um, what 'cause there's been a lot of studies and stuff that
Hmm.
talk about it, especially with students and children, yada yada yada. But one of the definitions of dishonesty that I found that was very common is in general, dishonesty is just it's a broad term. But what
Uh-huh.
it encompasses is um, a lack of integrity, um, a
Oh.
lack of truthfulness. It's a lack of inequity or fairness. Um, Someone's disposition to
Mm,
deceive,
mhm, mhm.
or to defraud people. And the one thing I found, it manifests in ways like it manifests in lying, it manifests in cheating, um, stealing,
Mhm,
and when we just
mhm.
misrepresent information.
I'd like those words, just misrepresent. Yeah, yeah,
Misrepresent. So
yeah.
dishonesty and lying
Uh
really it gets to the nitty gritty, right? And that's a it's very specific because lying it really involves, and you said it, making false statements with the intent to
It's
deceive somebody.
right, right.
Lying, right?
Yeah,
And
lying.
this popped into my head. I don't know, your mother grew up in the household with our grandparents, right? I remember for a lot of Black folks,
Mhm,
especially religious Black folks,
mhm.
you could not call, and the Bible says, do not call your brother a liar.
I
Um,
know, I couldn't
Calling
say it.
somebody a liar
Liar?
was the worst thing. And so I grew up in my house. I was, again, around 13, 14 years old, still saying, "Oh, you're telling a story,"
You're telling a
because
story.
you could not say
You could not
you're
say what was that, man? I've you bring that back to my remember because we could not say lie or liar. We could say fib.
yes,
We could say fib or you telling a story,
yep,
but lie or liar, lying, that that was something serious, man. It was something it carried some serious consequences. Just
serious consequences.
it really
Well,
was, yeah,
well,
yeah.
if somebody's a liar, especially in our parents' generation, our grandparents' generation, they weren't up to no good,
Right,
right? No
it
good.
and it seems like, the degrees you were talking about, dishonesty or lying, in, our parents' generation and how they were raised, a liar, what do you say?
That was
That
it.
was as worse as I don't know how you could equate, um, the degree of someone's, deceptiveness or something, but if you were a liar and you wore that, it would be like who wore the A on there
It's a
on
scarlet
their
A,
scar, it was and you
scarlet
were
letter.
branded and you were like, "You're a liar," and we're not
Yeah.
right.
Well,
Wow.
the sort of thought that what we could do is, um, I'll show you a couple of things that talk about sort of why we lie, and we'll break
Hmm.
down sort of different ways that we lie, and we'll sort of engage with that a little bit more. Because let me tell you,
Oh, man.
uh,
Okay.
we might get convicted a little bit, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this clip just sort of very short talks about why we lie.
Lying is a healthy part of development. We pick it up at around 2 and practice it freely until we reach our teenage years when lying starts to get tangled up in morality. And to justify it to ourselves, we start to give lies names, like white lies.
So she said they're saying
It's healthy
it's
to
healthy.
lie
It's healthy to lie
until until it becomes
until
entangled with morality.
there you go.
Ooh, but I
Isn't that deep?
it's some dissonance with that.
Uh-huh.
It's okay to lie, and then you justify it with the white lie. Anyway, go ahead, man. I
Right, right,
I
right.
think I think mm-mm, that doesn't jive with me. So
Well, and
it's
ultimately, I mean, we're not. This isn't a research paper, so we're not going to follow
right,
it. But some of the things
right,
that we'll
right.
talk about can break it down. But I think of what they're talking about, which I think we'll see a little bit in the clip, is like sometimes lying can be helpful to the self a little bit.
Okay,
I don't know, but we'll look at it.
okay,
So there they break it down. There's a lot of different kind of ways uh that we lie, and there's like a general way that we lie, and um this is just hard to tell because they say we lie, but it's general lying is hard to report because we don't often report our own behavior accurately. So when they go to do studies, obviously people go like, "Oh no, I don't lie." When in fact, we all lie in some way, shape, form, or fashion, which we're going to look at. So some of them, and there's a lot of research studies done on academics and how, especially with college students, where a large percentage, and I didn't have a number, of college students, they really admit to some form of academic dishonesty. And if you think about it now, which really includes plagiarism, in the past, copying, right? But now it's using Gemini, Google Gemini, or Chat GPT
uh huh,
because
uh huh.
they can do it, so it's much easier to do it. Um, so academic dishonesty, there's dishonesty in the workplace, and this is when people lie on their resumes, right? Um,
Oh, it's called embellish. Okay. Let's get it
okay, I'm
embellish.
sorry. Well,
Okay.
we embellish the resume or the CV. The other
Yeah.
is where so many people that hear this, they will understand where somebody else takes credit for you to work, and it's often your boss, where you done turn everything in, and then they don't give you one lick of credit, right? That's a form of dishonesty.
It is. It is. And wow, that's touchy right there where your name is not on that bond line or your name is not on the report and you know that you have contributed, but
Yep,
your boss takes it or your intellectual property for that was
yep,
my your idea or something like that. And that's straight out. That's oh, I
straight
don't know
out.
how yeah, yeah,
And
but
then there's this I imagine it's a newer uh, category, but because of the digital age, there
mhm,
is a whole new way that there's dishonesty. Online scams, the tech scams, the captcha
mm,
scams, social media is a way that people are dishonest because they are showing the duck face or a picture that's super edited, et
mhm.
cetera.
Mhm,
And they
mhm.
how people in social media often present idealized versions of themselves, that is a form of dishonesty. So this why I say this is a sticky category because people lie every damn day.
Every damn day. I
Right.
mean I mean, um, you have opened up a can of worms today, and I wanna thank you for this because I I even though it may be on our mind about the
Mhm.
degrees of dishonesty and
Yeah.
even social media and I is it dishonest? Are they are people lying when they put filters on their photos? And I'll hold my
Yes.
head down because I don't want or
Well, listen, I
but
don't know if it's malicious.
but they we want to or they want to present themselves as something that they're not?
No,
Oh.
absolutely.
Oh. So, plastic surgery?
Could be a form.
Lies. Okay.
It's like
Alright, so,
so.
wow, man, you have taken me there today, and I hope that, those of you that are listening, that you're reflective as well, 'cause,
Mhm.
wow, we we do it every even if we say, um you look nice today. And you're like, no,
You
I
don't
mean,
mean it.
in the back of your mind, it's like, ooh, what? What
I'm
will
so
they?
glad that you said that because in this next clip, we're gonna look at 5 different ways that we lie, and I guarantee you that's the reason why I'm saying we can't escape it. And if I find myself in these
I'm gonna
5,
find myself, not me
oh, yeah, I'm yeah, I mean, I can even imagine that I would see you show up at all here.
at all.
At all. Okay. You fool.
Most of the lies that we tell are everyday white lies, and these generally fall into 5 categories. Lies about our feelings and opinions. I love that shirt.
See?
It's your color. Our plans or our whereabouts. Oh, I already donated at work. A lot. Our knowledge, achievements, or even our failings. I'm a constitutional law expert on
See?
Twitter. Explaining our actions or behaviors. Sorry, I am late, car trouble, the rotator splint or something. Or personal facts or possessions. I don't have
This
any
is boring.
change at all. I don't like money. Bitcoin only. Now,
Uriah, you had tickled me. In every clip, I can find myself
Yep.
in every one. In every
Everyone.
one. Every one. I have done that, and next time that scenario hat comes up, you know, I don't know. How am I going to respond? Truthfully or I don't know, man. Uh,
Well, there's a lot of different ways, and you know, I there was a there was a point in my life where I embellished a lot in
mhm.
my early 20s. I didn't make things up, but I made the story.
Ooh,
I colored it in a lot when
fanciful. Very
I
colored it. Oh,
I colored
colored
it
it
in.
in. I
Yeah,
love that.
I colored
Yeah.
it in, and I know that had a lot to do about myself and how I was thinking and feeling at the time. But
Mhm.
but where I'm at now, I I say this very boldly. I say I don't lie, which I already know is not the truth
Truth.
because
Okay.
we all lie in some ways every day. But I usually lie from a mission. I usually won't say anything, but if you ask me, I will tell you. And I usually preface it like this. I'm like, and I learned this in my training. Um, hey, I'll tell you, but tell me why it's really important for you to know this thing. If you can share with me why it's important and it makes sense to me, that or not even makes sense, but it's like, oh, I want to know because this, and this. I'll go, I don't feel like I want to share that with you. Or
Mhm.
I'll go, oh, okay. This is I'll tell you that
Oh, wow. Wow. And you'll be truthful
I'll be
with them.
truthful,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I want to know why you're asking me first.
That's right. Right. And why do you want to know that?
Why do
And
you
that's
want to
a good
know?
response. Yeah, that's a great response to have. Yeah, because a lot of people couldn't handle the truth, and I guess is that why we lie to protect people's feelings?
And to protect our own feeling.
Oh, okay.
There
Uh,
there's
what?
there's some part about this that says that we lie to protect other people
Hmm.
for whatever reason, and then we
Hmm.
also lie to protect ourselves, our self-worth, or we like, oh yeah, well, I just got a raise, your cousins that now they're seeing you for 5 years in Florida, and you're on the other side. Oh yeah, I just got a raise, and I got a new car. You just making yourself look good,
Okay, right, right. Inflated
inflated.
yes, of I don't know how that is helpful, but I have not lately, and I can't recall an instance now that I have, done that, but I can think, what do you say, in my early 20s or 20, yeah, around in there, I think so, to make myself look viable and make myself look, you know,
Better.
better. Yeah.
Mhm. And it's
Uh,
all about our self and our sense of self. Now, the one part in this that was probably going to be a part two, part three, part four, part five
yeah,
is
because
about relationships, all relationships, and lying. And the one thing that I found, which is so interesting, which is tied to, especially in relationships, lying to save face in a way, and lying because we want what we want,
hmm.
right?
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
comes up a lot. You see, oh, what was the name of that Netflix where the girl was the con woman, and people want to believe that she's the heiress, and they believe these things because what was her name? Oh,
I
forget.
did not watch that.
Oh,
Yes,
it's so good.
okay, okay.
It's so good. But there was obviously stuff going on with her. And then there was the one about the man who conned all the women. But the funny thing about it is there was something in it for them because he's wealthy, he's got all of this stuff, and
Mhm.
you want to believe the
Right,
lies,
right,
right?
right,
So
right.
I found this clip. There's two parts of it. Uh of
I'm not gonna be
this
in it. I'm not starring in it. Yes?
no,
Okay, thank you.
there's no hidden camera clip of you.
Thank you.
But it was this woman who is successful,
Mhm,
um, and have had bad relationships in the past, and she did her due diligence when dating. So she found a man that she was interested in, and for I believe it's months. I mean, we're not going to watch the whole thing, but I think for months
mhm.
they just chatted back and forth and talked back and forth, asking right questions. He was interested in her. She was interested in him. But it ended up that there were lies anyhow. So here's what
There are lies anyhow. Okay.
there were lies anyhow. Here's what she said.
It was a voicemail. I got a call from him saying, hey, my ex got your information and my son was speaking about you. She knows we're getting serious. She may be trying to call you to start some stuff. And I've been in a bad situation. I know what this looks like. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, I don't entertain foolishness. I'm not dealing with these people. I'm not answering the phone.
So this man, when his wife started to catch on that something was going on, he was lying to her the whole time. So then he tries to head off the path. He
Oh, okay.
he
His
calls
ex
her.
something is okay. It's trying to
So he lies and said it's my ex, right?
right, right, right.
My ex heard my son call your name and was curious who you were, blah 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 blah. So he even brought his son into the lie, right? Right?
Wow.
And so what we didn't hear in that is she had gotten a phone call uh the day before and she didn't pick it up because she didn't know the number.
Uh,
And and it just happened to be that man's wife. That man's wife had got the phone number and called her. She didn't pick up because she didn't know. And then the man calls her, says, "Oh, beware, my ex is trying to
ex.
reach you." So he's already been lying for 5 months, but he's trying to still lie, right?
Wow, master manipulator.
Right.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
so and so after it plays out, come to find out that he wasn't uh it wasn't an ex. He lived with this individual. They were married. And the funny thing that she says is that when she finally did talk to the wife, and the wife said she didn't understand how the husband was with her. She goes, "Well, I got pictures of everything, everywhere that you've been. So wherever that man was with his wife, he took pictures when they're going out, but he cut his wife out of everything. So he was giving this woman
Wait,
an
wait, 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 wait. What? What?
he was giving this woman an accurate depiction of what he was doing day to day. But if it included his wife, he cut her out. So she knew literally everything he was doing, but he was lying. He cut her out of it. So
Wow.
she would have never known. And they were getting ready. He was getting ready to meet her. She was flying on a trip to Argentina. He said that he was going to meet her in Argentina, and then the wife found out about her. So here's this next one.
We were having so many conversations that were important when you start a relationship, trying to ask questions about the past, how you interact with people, being honest about your style of communication. I specifically asked this man, when was his last relationship? How long did it go? Did it end? How many times has he been married? Is there anyone that thinks you're in a relationship with them? Is anyone going to be coming after me?
That's a great question. That's a great question. Does anyone think that you're in a relationship? That's
Absolutely.
I know what that is. Yeah. Anyone think that you have been in a relationship? Man, she's asking the questions.
She was
She's
asking
asking
all the
the really
questions.
right, right.
Yeah,
And I'm sure he. This is and see what in the back of my mind. I'm like, this is not his first time doing this. It can't be. No, because he was ready, and they're going to fly to Argentina.
right.
Okay, to where his wifey at?
In
She go-
in Austin, in Texas. So
oh,
the
but
funny
they're
thing that you said he's done this before, the
yes.
funny thing was when the wife called her, uh, she said, "Well, I cut him off from talking to somebody 5 months ago." And she said, "Was that you?" She goes, "No, 5 months ago I was in blah 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 blah. That wasn't me." So you were right. It wasn't his
Right.
first time.
It was couldn't been. No, he
Yeah.
knew he knows what he's doing.
So
Wow.
when I was watching this, I was just thinking, people just will hunker down on their lie.
Oh
They're
gosh. Stand
they'll
10
just
toes down on it.
down on the
Oh,
lie.
yes,
And I
yes.
don't understand. I mean, I guess I can understand it when you feel that your back is up against the wall. Maybe he feels that he's going to lose, like the wife, and some
Uh,
of the life that he has. You don't want to lose it. So you just will continue to lie until the very end.
The very end, and you'll hold on to it. I don't know, and I'm perplexed as to why that he would, play that and then do it again. So he's a repeat offender, and he, well, she's beautiful. So I guess
Beautiful.
yes, yes, and very intelligent. So I know that she is not, she maybe she has been through this before too. Maybe not with a married man, but
Yeah. She
I
said
don't
she had a
know.
difficult relationship before. But my question for you, like
Yeah.
sort of, we've been talking about lies, why we lie, what the definition of lies, this, and we could talk about relational lies much more. But in your life, has there been anybody who's lied to you that hurt you?
Yes. Um, and I don't know if it was lies or dishonest. Um,
Mm,
I mean, in just or not telling me the whole story.
right.
Are those lies? Um,
Uh,
I I think you could say I think they're
well,
lies.
well, was it intent and was it meant to deceive?
And I think that, in when I finally got angry, they were lies. But I kind of, before I was angry, it was just, some dishonesty and, you're not telling me the whole story or you're keeping secrets,
Right. You're
but
holding
when,
back something.
so you're holding back on me. But
Mhm.
when I went to anger, then it was just all lies.
Straight up
And
lie.
when I went to betrayal, it was all lies. And see that dishonesty, betrayal, lies, and it just yeah, and that hurt. And it took me a long time to really get over that, and get it out of my system because I'm I made space for this person. I made space complete space. I don't have secrets. Why am
Yeah.
I'm not at that point where I'm not 25 or 20, 30, 30 where I have to try
Yeah.
to puff myself up. What you see, this is what you get. And
Man.
that's it was a hurtful thing, man. It's
You
hurtful.
know, I I it's hard to it is hard to let me put this. Difficult conversations are
Oh.
difficult. And
Ooh,
uh
mm.
being honest and having that difficult conversation, if someone asks you a question or you have to talk to somebody about something where you have to be incredibly honest, they're difficult. And I can understand why some people lie. It maybe lies with something like, no, that it's fine. No, everything is cool. We're good. No, 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 no. Don't even think about it again. But that's not how they feel. And those kind of things hurt relationships because it breaks down trust. So when you lie, and especially there's sometimes when you're dishonest, or yeah, when you're dishonest, I won't say lie. Well, I will lie. Um, no, no, no. When you're dishonest, it doesn't really hurt anybody. They don't really know,
Right,
but
right.
lies hurt people.
Uh, Lies, the dishonesty progresses. Just like
Yes.
the clips that you were saying, the dishonesty, it probably started out, very minimal, and then
Hmm.
it just kind of escalated and compounded, where it's just flat out, you just a lie.
Yes, a lot.
You're lying about everything. And so dishonesty, I like the way that you said, dishonesty or lies, and dishonesty, it doesn't start off at that way. I don't think it starts off like that, or it in my case, I don't believe it started like that, but
Yeah. And
that's the
I
way that
think,
it ended.
the new psychobabble term that's all over TikTok and Instagram, gaslighting and stuff, which people often misuse, but gaslighting is just it's a form of lying because it's meant to deceive someone. Have you seen
Hmm.
that old, I think the movie for the 30s with Ingrid Bergman called Gaslighting or
I
Gaslight?
have not. I have not.
Y- it's a movie to watch, the old original movie,
Okay.
because this man gaslights his new wife and makes her think all this crazy shit is happening in the house to drive her crazy, right? And ultimately, when we lie to someone, especially, can you imagine that man who was lying to his wife and lying to the woman he was trying to date?
Oh, he
He
was
was
he's
he was making his wife like think she's crazy.
crazy.
Mhm,
Yes. Yes. Right.
mhm.
Right. And thinking it was all her. It was all her fault, all of it. And he probably said that to an extent, and intentionally trying to, um, put blow up an argument or something on when it was really him that he
Yeah.
was just a master deceiver.
Oh
Um,
my gosh.
I know
We could talk about
that's
lies,
nice. Wow,
and we could
man.
probably have some more specific stories, but
Lies.
that's not this podcast.
That's not that. That's not it. And you know
It,
what? I even wrote a song called Lies. And maybe I'll share it once about lies. Because
I I would like to hear that.
yeah,
I
it's,
would like
it's
to hear
good.
that.
But wow,
But anyhow,
it's
this has been enlightening. I
it's
hope
been
that we haven't been lying in this.
w- w-
We haven't been
me?
lying, right? No.
Nah,
Oh, you
man.
never,
Nah.
never, you ain't never lied. All right, so this is
All
it.
right, my people.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.
You have to say, there's no time.
That's like go time right now.
Whatever.